If you go down to the seaside in Britain, you will see almost a guarantee to see the relics from World War II, the relic on the boat and also serving important purpose. But I think you probably either not noticed or have you hardly even given a thought. I'm talking about, is it the pillbox, the hardly signed little concretes to build off to fight off the German invasion? No, though they are found along the coastline. Is it the air raid sirens? No. A few still remain though for coastal flooding warning purposes. In fact, the potential of World War II relics is most a part of the seaside landscape not even anyone noticed anymore. The sea mines. The vision virtually of the seaside town in Britain that would probably be jolly red and painted mines of the beaches. It was incredible metal object from the conflict almost 80 years ago. Still, these sea mines are really the last World War II weapons still found in public today. So what's the new story behind these objects and why would we visit the beaches for it? But it probably have never been seen, such as 60 sea mines scattered in the British coast. They were World War II British naval mines. The purpose, it was raise money for charity. So, charity that we were talking about, a shipwreck of marine society. It was founded in 1839, and the World War II provided immediately financial assistance to shipwrecked sailors. During the Battle of the Atlantic, when German U-boats dove under the British starvation of supply ships or other virtual comets on the North and South America, slaughtered vast of scales of merchant ships, of the brunt of casualties and also sea mines that was playing a big part in the losses as well, particularly among the fishing boats of other craft and the German naval mines. Society provided immediate financial situation for the shipwrecks and the sailor arriving back to Britain for help, food, and accommodations. Importantly, rail passes homes on family of the loved ones, and throughout the world, the course-long society job is in today of the small charity support of the ex-men, ex-fishermen of the Marine Corps, and the injured to continue to working at sea. So, the miners really haven't collected these for charity. The ideal of the naval mines were used for a purpose of 1949 in the year of the Royal Navy that has astonished of 14,900 World War era sea mines in storage. And the Admiralty donated 200 deactivated mines of the sea wreck. The Society repainted them and set them up along the coast of the collection of boxes. It's amazing of 60 of these sea mines still remain in service today, and has been resting and scrapped or sold to collectors. They also have two types, a Mark 14 and Mark 17, the Sea Mine Classic and the Naval Mines of movie fame. Originally, the mine was attached to the length of chain of a heavy sinker. Then it was swung down and laid by ships. Around the coast was floating, a few below surface. Now they are magnificent, and the miners of metal horns being attracted to the hulls of ships, the explosion tendered, and still many lurking around the sea in Britain. Uncleared the war of the vanished and washed ashore, the tangle of some few nests, and they keep having naval mines and naval bomb disposal units. The detonation of these explosive powers can be detonated on sea or land, of the south coast or on the west coast of England. So the next time when you pass one of these old World War II relics, as go to see an ice cream fetch of the thought of the representative of the drops of coins throughout the special hole, as costly of the last year's shipwreck of Mariana of 1.4 million pounds or 200 people needed these money. It came from 60 old sea mines of the dotted coast of the Germans that the Air Force and the Navy had laid for the British coast, and separately for the mine-free channels in ports to catch unfair ships of the German mines that was used at the same purpose, same money, for charity at the same time. These are still used in Britain today. The old examples came ashore so often. This old German mine still lies beneath the white cliffs of Dover, a forgotten relic outside of the fish of the claw zone, of the derrick of the German Z mine, of the converted into a charity box of funds of Royal National Treasure. This has been since used in 1953 and have been stolen several times, recently as 2012, but it has been recovered and put back to service. Lived the mine that have been washed up on the banks on the Gravel River on 1943, 5 miles from the sea, having drifted Ireland. A devastated Royal Navy had turned charity boxes into markets. Aid for Red Crossing and prisoners of war had been stolen. 1970 recovered the intact today sitting old champs, had been raised money for local medication of charity, and the probability of people of the silent virtual work used naval mines as charities of collection. It was a great idea of representations of one of the greatest threats of World War II, but Britain put their size and their shape and their very visible sentence today. And now began this video with one of the only handful remaining of World War II that can be seen all over Britain in 2021. And the good news for more going back to service has been refurbished rather than scrapped by volunteers, placed on public display, and collected for money. The Rainbow Naval have joined the air raid sirens of the function of flood warnings and the chemical of the natural disasters. In UK 2021, the two examples of wartime still performing and functioning after decades were